Gentlemen, welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. Good evening. Welcome. Miss Phins is on location today. I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you. Honestly, hey, we're doing it a little different today. You know what I mean? We're gonna get real up close and personal, guys. But thank you guys for coming through today. I really do appreciate it. Tonight is Let's Talk Football. League Wide Wednesdays with myself and Color Com. Color commentary is coming here in a second. But guys, League Wide Wednesdays, what we do every single Wednesday night. You guys can come in, share, like, enjoy yourselves, have fun with us. You know what we do. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just so much fun. So without further ado, guys, you already know what to do. You know what this man's name is. If you don't know, too bad. But ladies and gentlemen, nope, he's not even here. Look at that. Unbelievable. See, never mind. This is what happens when you're in a live show, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give you a little intro real quick before my co-host gets in here. Right now, I should have seen it. Sorry. My whole layout is a little bit different tonight. So just to give you guys a little update, Tua right now has been cleared. Today he did go ahead and practice. If you didn't know this already, that's a good thing about today. At least he did light work, non-contact, because he is still in the concussion protocol, ladies and gentlemen. So because he's on that, he wasn't able to do contact with other players. However, it's a good sign that he is at least being able to, still be with the team, get some of the work in, so that way he's not all the way out there. Another thing that from today as well, Mike McDaniel earlier today did say that it would be Skylar the Rocket Thompson who is going to be starting this Sunday against the Vikings, which is a great thing. Why? Because he's going to finally get his first ever NFL start, ladies and gentlemen. And look, if you're a true Dolphins fan, you want anybody who's QB1 to succeed. And that's the whole point. Is this the end of the Dolphins? Not at all. Not at all. Not even close. We will be perfectly fine. I mean, at this point, all we have to do is just make sure that we can take it step by step. The one good thing versus last week, clearly McDaniel didn't hear me when I said prepare both players for it, but essentially Skylar's taking all first team reps, which is a great thing. You want him to take all the first team reps. Now he's going to be able to really get that timing down, get adjusted with all of that. So that's something that we'll be able to go ahead and get squared away from him. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Is this a scary thing? Well, guess what, guys? Tomorrow morning, myself and the Purple Pocket Podcast, we will be previewing the game tomorrow morning, Thursday, not Friday, but because not available on Friday. But tomorrow morning, we will be doing our game preview. It's going to be myself. And like I said, the Purple Pocket Podcast. Please join me tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a little quick hitter. We don't want to take too much of his time, but we're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow morning talking about Dolphins and the Vikings. So it's going to be good going against, an opposing team, seeing what they think about our team, what we think about their team, and then kind of, who's going to win or not. But that'll be tomorrow morning. Friday, I'll give you guys something else to have fun with, so don't even worry about that. But tonight, as you already know, is League Wide Wednesday. So we're going to be discussing what we have here with my co-host, one of these backstage. We'll be able to go ahead and go over that. So in the meantime, let me go ahead and say hello to you guys here real quick. Shout out to G. Welcome, G. Much appreciated, buddy. Twas the best of times, twas the worst of times. What are you, a poet now? Just kidding. Yes. So right now, thank you, G. Welcome. Good morning, Chef Jew. Welcome. Much appreciated. Mountie Phins, welcome. How you doing? Michael K, welcome. Jeremiah, welcome. How you doing, buddy? Joe Levesque, welcome. Sandy, welcome. Big J doing big things. I feel like I really need to say it like that, to really emphasize the name. But yeah, you guys already know what I'm gonna ask you guys. Do I really need to say it? Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, I may need to say this, but if y'all could do me a favor, hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Let everybody know that we are here. Ian, what's up, Ian? Welcome, buddy. Yes, Friday travel day, exactly. Yes, it is. Hence why we are doing tomorrow morning Vikings fan versus Dolphin. So stay tuned for that. But guys, hit that like button, share, subscribe. As you guys already know, you see it right here, right? It says like and share, guys. Please like and share, okay? Really do appreciate it. As you know, tonight you're gonna catch me every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Myself and my co-host Culler Commentary. We're gonna go over league-wide Wednesdays, guys. So that's gonna be great for us to discuss. Now, like I gave you the update earlier, that's pretty much what we have. Okay, let me give you a little preview of what you're going to hear from me tomorrow, guys, because, you know, just so you guys know. Oh, you're back? Are you back? Is this you telling me you're back, buddy? I guess he's almost back. It's okay. Um, so this is what we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Skyler's going to be fine. He clearly didn't get the first team reps last week, so that's not going to help. Finally, this week, he's getting the first team, reps. So that's one thing that we needed for him to get the reps, for him to get the opportunities. He's finally getting the entire opportunities. Now, guys, we still have Teddy. Apparently, from what I'm hearing, on Thursdays when he'll be officially allowed to do, practice and do all of that stuff. So we're fine. The Dolphins are fine. The main thing is to prepare and have the game plan for Skyler. Now that he's going to be with Tyreek, now that he's going to be with Waddle, now that he's going to be with the first team, he'll be able to do it. One thing I highly expect McDaniel to do and bring is start utilizing your tight ends a little bit better. Yes, I said it, Gesicki. Gesicki should have had 3 touchdowns like Kelsey did Monday night. I'm just saying. We have our own, and I don't know why people fight me on this. It's not because I'm being a fangirl. We have our own smaller version of Travis Kelsey, at least the offensive pass catching type. So I'm not understanding why McDaniel is not utilizing him to the best of his ability. That's one thing I'm a little bit disappointed about McDaniel. He needs to get better at that. So that's just a little tidbit of what you're going to be getting tomorrow morning, because as you guys know, we will be discussing some more stuff about that. But guys, hey, listen, if you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. We're almost at 1,000 subscriber giveaway, guys. We're right at almost 600. Let's go ahead and get to 750. That's the next big goal. Let's get to 750. We can absolutely do it. And honestly, why not? I'm trying to give away free stuff. So if you guys want to get free stuff, go ahead and help me out. You guys already know you can catch Miss Phins or the Miss Phins Show Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. You know that we give you all of that as well. And then at the end of the day, I mean, what am I going to say? Wednesday nights, you got this. So, league-wide Wednesdays, guys. Let me talk about Monday's game. The Raiders and the Chiefs. First of all, that was a very frustrating game. Absolutely frustrating game. And I know Culler's going to know exactly what I mean when I say this once he gets here. I don't understand. That was the Raiders game to win. It was the Raiders game to win. That's why Devontae was so pissed at the end. I was pissed at the end. I'm like, it was such a waste. First of all, going for 2 instead of just going for the kick, tying the game. You had, 4 minutes left? Or I forgot exactly how many minutes were left. Come on, man. Get out of here. 4.5 minutes. Thank you, producer. 4.5 minutes. And instead of kicking the kick, making it 30-30, no, you want to be all extra. I mean, if it works, it's great. But if it doesn't work, which it didn't, look at what happened. Now you're playing from behind. And 29-30. I know what Devontae, I almost said Devontae Parker. Guys, I'm such a Dolphin fan. It is what it is. Usually in Miami. Football, people. But yeah, that was so frustrating. I'm not understanding why on earth did it. I know, thank you, producer. Devontae Adams is obviously, I know this. He's the number one wide receiver last year. So, but oh my God, I was just as pissed when the Raiders lost. I was so mad. I didn't even see Adams actually like shove the cameraman. I had to watch it like the day later when I realized I was so pissed I shut everything off. I went to sleep. I'm like, this is horrible. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. McDaniels lost that game. First of all, tie the game. The worst thing that can happen is you tie and you go to overtime. That's literally the worst thing that can happen. No. He went ahead, tried to go for two. Like they couldn't have come back and actually kicked the field goal anyways, if that was the case, or what you were worried about. Yeah, it was just bad decision after bad decision, and they really had the game. It's so frustrating. Joe, you said Miss Phins, Gesicki does not get yak. Joe Levesque, you know I love you, brother, but Gesicki doesn't need yak. He doesn't need yak. He does not need yak. With a quick slant. Are you kidding me? This man, he doesn't need yak. He can take that quick slant right in the middle. Be 15, 20 yards deep and make it happen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all know, go ahead and hit that like button, man. Just keep hitting the like button. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I can go ahead and talk about what I really want to talk about, which is League-Wide Wednesdays. Myself and my co-host, Culler Commentary, League-Wide Wednesdays, we're going to be discussing pretty much this game, last game, because honestly, I don't know what to tell you people. I was very upset, but without further ado, what up, Culler? Welcome.
What's up, Miss Phins? Sorry about that. I was trying to I had some technical difficulties with my own calorie intake, so I had to rectify that real quick.
Right. I get it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so how do you think about,
I was so pissed with that game. I was so pissed with that game. You tied the game.
In other words, what McDaniels was thinking was, I'm gonna go for the win right here. Because if I don't get it, I still got time to use my timeouts, rely on my defense, and get the ball back to try to kick a game-winning field goal. Well, what the hell is the difference if you're tied or if you're down by one doing that?
And the worst thing that can happen is you go to
overtime. Now, maybe in fairness, he's probably like me. Maybe he hates ties that much that he didn't want to take the chance of a tie, but come on, man. They did get the ball back. They did have a chance to drive again. So obviously they would have had that chance whether they were tied or whether they were down by one. It's just so galaxy brain and typical of somebody that's trying to live in the shadow of Bill Belichick, if you ask me.
You know what? He out-coached himself.
Yep.
If you will.
Way overthinking it. Way overthinking it.
That. Go for the one, tie the game, and that's it. You live for the next down.
And whatever mathematician created that 2-point conversion paper that they all go by needs to be fired.
And you know what the real problem is though, is that they clearly thought that their defense was going to be able to stop and, like you said, get the ball back. But does that even matter? You're always going to be in a much better position if you're tied than if they were up by two.
The end result is the same.
If they were up
don't lose the game if it doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
If they were up by 2 and they have a chance to either making it up by 3 or up by 4, then I could understand. You know what I mean? Because you're up by 2 regardless. No, you were down by 1. What? It was just awful. That was probably definitely I did not like the officiating with that game. Yes, with the officiating, but with the way at the end how that game ended was horrible in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But what was the ultimate worst game this weekend for you?
Ours?
Oh God, no. No.
As far as quality of play,
The Broncos and Colts game
it has to be that Thursday night.
was worse than watching paint dry. It was like
watching pain hurt.
One of the worst. I could have watched high school football and it would have been better. I could have watched Pee Wee's and it would have been more entertaining. They would have at least looked cute and adorable with their giant helmets and their little hats. I mean, like that was so god awful. Broncos and Colts. Like, I was like, is this okay? Let me tell you. You know what my worst, like literally the one Super Bowl I can't stand till this day that I got awfully like can't even stand is absolutely Super Bowl 50 versus Broncos versus what's up, Kid Man? How you doing, Miami Kid? Yeah, exactly, G. It was horrible. It was the worst Super Bowl I've ever seen in my life. I like competitive games, but that lopsided win by the first quarter, I left. I was like, I'm not watching this. Done. And not through the Super Bowl party. That's the part that pissed me off. I'm like, I left. I couldn't go that far. It's already in my own house. My God. Yeah, no. This game was possibly worse than that one. It was just so bad. And then, if we're being honest with you, what's up with Russ? Danger us. Because clearly something's up with this man. I don't know why, if he lost his confidence. I don't know if it might be the head coach is not helping him. Oh, that's right, G. And then they go, somebody put in the comment section, exactly, 2 JV squads would have been better than this. Tell me who's playing this Thursday night football. Is it the Commanders and Bears?
I think so.
What kind of garbage are they putting on Thursday night football? They had one good week. They had the Chiefs and Rams, right? Mm-hmm. Chiefs and Rams, one good week, week 2. Hot garbage the last 3 weeks. I'm not understanding this decision. I really am not. And listen, that probably was the most scamful contract ever between the NFL and Amazon Prime, because they ripped off that money specifically when they sold them on that one good game between Chiefs and Rams in week 2.
Right.
After that, utter garbage. I don't understand.
I mean, I guess you have to fit everybody in on a Thursday night at some point, but
not everybody.
Colts and Bears, I mean, at least make it a division game. You know,
that means something
with 2 bad defenses, you know, so that at least it looks like a fun game with a lot of scoring.
That's funny. It just, to be honest with you, it just at this point, it kind of makes me feel like, are they serious about this? Like, do they really just?
They just need to adjust their flex rules. They have to be able to flex out of that garbage.
That was early in the season. Broncos and Colts was it was just so bad, and it was the only game Thursday night, so it's prime time. My God, utter hotness! Like, it was worse. It was so bad.
To Amazon's credit, any NFL football is better than none, I guess. But
no.
Advertising wise, though, you're still going to have a certain number of people that are going to watch it no matter what. And that number of people is probably still larger than the number of people watching, Third Rock from the Sun. Oh, I don't even know what the shows are on these days. You know what I mean? But I mean, I would still rather watch a bad NFL game than Survivor.
Thanks. Listen, honest to God, it was so bad. I can't even deal with it. It was just so bad.
It was like watching pain hurt.
It hurt me watching that game. I wasted my life. watching. Thank God I was doing something else. I don't even know what I was doing. It was something else. I'll tell you that. But listen.
I'm
So let's
starting my show early this week. I ain't waiting until after the game this week. That was complete garbage.
It really was. It
Give
really was.
somebody, give people an alternative, like around 10 o'clock instead of going all the way to the end of the game.
Oh God. I almost feel like they should just call it by then. They should just call it. That's just as bad as that game was horrible. Thank you, King Mill. It was horrible. But listen, so let's talk about this week coming up. Who do we got in the schedule? Because I need your help today. So
Okay,
who's playing first? Tomorrow night, Washington, Chicago.
Washington and Chicago, as we were just talking about. It's gonna be Thursday. Washington coming in 1-4, Chicago 2-3.
Jeremiah, I gotta give it to you, buddy. That was funny. Look at what he said here. Washington, Chicago is going to be a sure cure first.
I mean, to their credit, Carson Wentz can put up some yardage. I mean, it shouldn't be too boring on one side of the ball.
I will take Carson. And the part that pisses me off about the Colts, I like Matt Ryan. I thought they were going to be really good with him. I'm like, good. They finally got a good QB. I can't even.
That is going to be. That is going to be
in Chicago.
In Chicago, yes.
Yeah. So who do you got and how much? Please keep the score, buddy, because.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to go with Washington, 17-12. I don't know why I came up with 12.
How do you even?
That seems like the score for a really bad team. You know what I mean? 4 field goals.
I have zero faith. I think the Bears are trying to go in for the first overall pick and try to get a new quarterback. So I'm gonna go with Washington with you. You writing this down, right? Please tell me you're writing this down.
I can be.
Please help me out today because my setup is all messed up today. But I'm gonna go with Wentz sprained both ankles on the same play. Oh my God, okay, that's hilarious. I'm gonna go with Washington just because I have more faith in them than I do the Bears. So, bye Bears, horrible. I'm gonna go. I can't even give them that many points. 13-10. 13-10. It's gonna be awful. Miami Kid says,
I'm going. What I say, 17-12.
13-10 for me.
All right.
I don't even think they're gonna say that much.
All right, we're in the books.
Miami Kid, you're asking about Byron Jones. Listen, we knew that he was on IR. He wasn't really practicing. He wasn't really getting all that, physicalness. We knew he was gonna need a couple weeks after to kind of get game day ready. You know what I mean? So that's probably what we're dealing with now. I can see him coming back for Pittsburgh's game, but it really is. It's a day by day, to quote, Bill Belichick. So. Just saying. Oh my God, Jeremiah, do not say 6-9. A field goal fest again. All I know is whoever has the Colts kicker and the Washington kicker, start them because I promise you they're gonna score. Like they're gonna score. I promise you that. I'm telling you, they're gonna score. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably roster both defenses and both kickers.
At this point, probably, yeah. Okay, so who do we got next?
All right, so next on the slate, Sunday at 1:00, we got San Francisco at Atlanta. San Francisco is coming in 3-2, Atlanta 2-3.
Ooh. What am I fronting? San Francisco, even though I want them to lose, they're gonna win. Atlanta, I don't trust Atlanta. Kyle Pitts is injured. Yes, they said that he's better and now he can do some football activities or whatever, but he'll probably end up playing on Monday, but nah.
All right. You're going with San Francisco, you said?
Yes, I'm going San Francisco 27-17.
17. All right. And I'm probably going to also take the San Francisco 49ers. I just have no faith in Atlanta's quarterback.
0.
So I'm probably going to go something similar, I think. I'm probably going to go like San Francisco 33 and the Atlanta Falcons 15.
Yeah, that's not bad. Probably. You might actually get it this time. Okay, who do we got
next? A late touchdown in junk time where they get the 2-point conversion and think they still have a shot, but to no avail.
Highly doubt it.
All right. So next up, we got if you finished with your take on that one.
What are you gonna say about the 49ers? They're rolling. You know, their defense is good. They're solid.
Yeah, well coached. He's distributing the ball properly. I mean, you know.
Yeah, they're overall they're a more complete team. Offense, defense, special teams.
Debo's been eaten.
Buffalo is actually playing his. You know, he's doing his thing because he knows he's trying to stay and trying to get paid. So, yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say as far as Atlanta. I think that they're in the running for a top 5 pick this year coming up. Maybe even top 3.
I mean, at some point they're going to have to get their rookie involved and just. I mean, maybe he's not ready, but he can't. Has to be at least as ready as Marcus Mariota.
I mean, seriously, I don't know. I highly doubt it. That's the problem. And plus, you got Trey Lance. He's out for the whole year. They're stuck with Jimmy this year and next year if they're being serious. So, and they might have to franchise tag him next year. So that's the hilarious part. Unless they give him a little, 2-year contract that's voidable after the first year. If we're being honest, it's probably what they'll do. Give him a big payout at the beginning just to kind of calm him down. But
agreed.
Yeah, that's all I can think of right now.
All right. So moving along, we've got New England heading to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Both teams are 2-3. New England's coming off a shutout victory. And Cleveland, I'm not really sure, but looks like we've got a revenge game possibly here for Jacoby on the Patriots.
Get out of here, please. The hell you mean? Hey, I forgot. I'm about to be like non-PC PG. No, let me. This is a family-friendly show even tonight. Yeah, no. Revenge game, please. I'm taking Cleveland.
Okay.
Big Chubb is gonna run all up and down there, downs. Up and down.
You Cleveland. Did say San Francisco on the last one, right?
Oh yeah, I picked San Francisco.
All right, I forgot to actually put our teams in our score prediction. Hold on. All right, San Francisco. We both got San Francisco. You said you're taking Cleveland?
Yeah, I'm taking Cleveland.
All right, and what do you think the margin is going to be there?
I think Sappy is doing pretty good so far. It's kind of weird how him and Mac Jones look so much alike. I almost didn't even realize until somebody mentioned it. I thought it was Mac Jones playing until I saw him turn around and it was a giant Z in the back. Then I realized that is now Mac Jones. So,
Mac the Jones.
Right? I don't trust Jacoby, but I do trust A, their defense, and B, their running game when it comes to Cleveland. So I'm taking Cleveland. I'm not going to go that high. I'm going to go Cleveland, 24, Patriots, 21. And I'm pushing it with that one.
24-21 Cleveland. All right. And I'm probably going to take Patriots on this one.
Oh God.
I think Belichick's got. I think he's got that defense squared away. I think the offense is moving the ball, and we'll do just fine with Billy Zapp. And I'm probably looking for the Patriots to squeak this one out, 27 to. I'm going to go with a similar spread. I'm going to go 27-24, New England.
Gross. But I get it. I get
hate
it.
I hate it myself, but Belichick's gonna make things really hard for Jacoby Brissett, and I don't think they can get it. And obviously, he's going to take out their running game first and foremost. So
I know, but I still try.
Cleveland can't run. Cleveland can't win.
That is true, but nah, I'm going with Cleveland. But I mean, it's Cleveland, so let's be real. I don't put it past them to lose like Las Vegas, the most disappointing team in the NFL right now. Unreal. But let me not talk about them until we get back to their game.
All righty. So next up, we got our old pals, the New York Jets, going into Green Bay to face the Packers. Both teams are 3-2. Games at 1:00.
Okay, so we got Green Bay with Lizard and Dylan. And obviously Aaron Jones. What's his name, man? Rogers. There you go.
And AJ Dillon.
Oh, what's up, Marinos? Go. Oh hell no. No. Sorry, give me a second. What did I do? Anyways, sorry, it's Tinder bots. Anyways, who are we talking about again? Jets versus Packers. I'm taking Packers. I know Lizard is the only real viable person over there, and Dylan, but yeah, I know Rogers is a little injured with his little thumb, but nah, I'll take Lizard. I just really like saying Lizard. I'll be honest with you. Who do you have?
Oh, I'm definitely taking Green Bay on this one. I think the Jets are probably going to think they're more than they are after what happened Sunday. And I think Aaron Rodgers getting frustrated usually means Aaron Rodgers has a big game.
Yeah.
Especially after a loss.
They lost to who?
They lost to the Giants. It's actually the game that's on the replay right as we speak on NFL Network.
We get to watch that game, and that's my second team. Hello. But good job, Giants, baby. 4-1. Let's go. What's up, Lance? How you doing, buddy? Perfect Q, what's up? Yeah. Packers all the way. What about the next game?
Give me a sec. What's your score on the Green Bay game?
Green Bay. Well, with Aaron and his little injury, I still think they can put up at least one running touchdown. At least. I give him 2, so I'm gonna say 24-17.
24-17. And I am gonna go with Green Bay as well. Hold on, give me just a sec. Green Bay. And I'm probably going to go 37.
What's up, Phins boy? Welcome.
37-20. I think Rodgers has a get-right game. He destroys the middle of their defense with his tight ends all day because he ain't stupid and runs up the score on them.
Nah, what are you talking about? I mean, I'll take it. They need to get a 50 burger on them. So
we could have done the same thing had we paid attention to the fact that they give up more production to tight ends than anybody in the league,
especially in the middle. But we're neither here nor there.
I think Aaron Rodgers pays attention to that kind of stuff, and I think Tanyan or whoever his guy is probably going to have a great day.
Yeah, I don't even know, to be honest. I mean, yeah. I think
not a lot of wheel routes to Aaron Jones in the middle of the field.
No. But I do like the Blizzard, so that's probably the only thing that I got. Okay, so
Yep.
who do we got? We're getting
So
real
we got after that we got Jacksonville heading into Indianapolis. Jacksonville's 2-3. Indy is 2-2-1 because Frank Reich cannot get through a season without tying somebody. He plays for ties because he's garbage coach, and everybody knows it.
He's on hot seat too. Wait, so it's Colts and who?
Jaguars go into Indianapolis.
Jaguars are gonna have to get back on that horse, so I'm taking Jaguars.
All right, so you're gonna go
versus the Patriots, but I'm taking Jaguars. What about you?
You're going Jacksonville. What's your score on that?
I want to say I almost want to hit the 30s with this one, but I'm a little scared to say 30s. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably say 30. 30. Oh, man, I really want to hit the 30s. I'm going high. 35 to... I'm hitting a lot of sevens, so I need to get out of these sevens. I don't know why I'm stuck with everything sevens. So 35-24. Yeah.
For Jacksonville.
Yeah.
All right. I'm probably gonna go Indianapolis don't want to be embarrassed again, so I'm probably gonna go Indy at home. I think both teams are gonna do everything they can to hand each other this ball game because neither team likes to actually win. So I'm gonna go Indianapolis 27 and the Jaguars 21.
Okay, I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you. If the Colts have another week like they did last weekend, Frank Rice can fight in the middle of the season. Mark my words.
You think? I tend to. Oh, I don't know. Irsay is kind of like that.
You can't. They're awful.
Yeah, absolutely. And Irsay is the type that would do that too. So we got the next game is going to skip over to the end. After that, we got Cincinnati going into New Orleans. Both teams are 2-3, trying to get back on track.
It's weird. I don't know how I feel about New Orleans. You go first this time.
I'm probably going to go with New Orleans on this one. They seem like they're getting things kind of back on track. You know, and I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but last week, I think it was last week, they had that 60-yard field goal and then followed it up with a 61-yard attempt that fell short, bounced off the upright and all that. I didn't even realize it was like 2 60-yard plus attempts, and one of them was made.
Has that ever happened?
I don't know.
Like 2 60s in the same
He
game.
almost bagged both of them. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has ever made 2 60-yarders.
New Orleans playing with a lot of heart right now. Cincinnati is definitely not playing with that amount of heart. It's in the Who Dat Dome. So I'm probably going to go with we'll get your pick first. You're on my note first. Like I would have to backspace and all that.
That's fine. Okay. Who do I have? Well, I want to go with New Orleans as well. Apologize for the 4x4, but I needed to get a little more up close and personal from the fans. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Who Dat and. 24-21.
24-21 for Miss Phins. And Culler is going to take also New Orleans in a real big, real defensive battle. I'm going to go New Orleans 2-0. I'm just kidding.
No, you're lying. You're
I'll
lying.
go New Orleans 28. No, because I'll give their kicker a field goal. I'll go New Orleans 31 and Cincinnati 24.
Man, I when you said that, I instantly thought 2-0. When you said, that's why I laughed so hard, because when you said that, I literally thought 2-0. That makes no sense, but I'll take it. Hey, stranger things have happened.
I don't know. That's pretty strange.
I know. Okay, who we got next?
So we got the 3-2 Baltimore Ravens heading into New York to face the surprising 4-1 New York Giants.
Oh, babies. I want to take the Giants because I feel like Dayball really, apparently, he is a QB whisperer or whatever. You know,
That he might be a Saquon whisperer, but Daniel Jones still isn't impressing me at all.
that's hilarious. I want the Giants to win. So this one's a little tough for me because they're my second team. But I have to go with Ravens as a get right game for them. Now, I don't put it past the Giants winning. But I think Ravens really need this win, especially since they had to win against the Bengals, and they just completely let it go. So because of that, I think Ravens are gonna get back on top, and they're gonna win this game. And I actually think it's gonna be a close game, but I do think Saquon. Sorry, just real quick. I think Saquon really is gonna make it a game for us. So because of that, I have to say I'm gonna go 27-24 Ravens.
27-24.
Yep.
And I am going to go also with the Baltimore Ravens because Baltimore and the Giants equally have good running backs, except the Baltimore running back can throw the ball. So I'm going to go with Baltimore. They got Tucker, so he's always good for a field goal. I'm going to go 27-17 Baltimore.
27-17 Baltimore. Okay. I still feel like Saquon got two in them, so that's why I don't want to give him too low of a score. I think Jones will get at least 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, that gives me 4, and that gets me to the what? How many points did I give him? 24 points?
You got 27-24.
Yeah, so I think Saquon 2, Jones 1. There you go. That's 21, and then get the kicker to kick another one. I feel solid with that one. But in my heart, I want the Giants to go 5-1. Do you realize the last time the Giants went 4-1?
Phil Sims?
No, they won the Super Bowl versus the Patriots.
Oh, that was the year? Yeah.
That year. Yep.
And then they kind of collapsed for like middle of the year and then kind of backed their way into the playoffs and ended up doing that wild card run, that rarely happens. Yeah. So wait, what do you got for I'm sorry, you already hit the score on that one. But I don't know. I think Baltimore disrupts Daniel Jones just enough. I don't know. It's a close one. And Baltimore could have their classic collapse too.
Giants are due for that collapse. Okay, how many more games we got? Like 5?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually. Oh, because plus 4 games, so 7. So next up, we got Tampa Bay going into Pittsburgh. Tampa Bay 3-2, Pittsburgh 1-4.
Do I really need to say the team that's going to win, or I feel like this is a given? There's a mulligan. Come on. It's gonna be Tom Brady versus the practice squad. So welcome to week 1 of or week 3 of the NFL preseason. That's what you'll see on Sunday. Tampa Bay versus Pittsburgh, unfortunately.
What do you got first?
I think he's gonna want to go off, especially with all the issues they've been having. So I'm picking, ladies and gentlemen, Tampa Bay, and I'm gonna go with 27. 27-9.
27-9. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make this my upset of the week. And I am gonna take Pittsburgh.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
Stop it.
I think Tom Brady I think Tomlin will have something for Tom Brady. And I think he knows him so well, and I honestly think that Tomlin has the ability to outcoach what's his name? Todd Bowles. So I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh.
Pickett can throw. Yeah, Michael K, but still.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh 24-23.
Okay. Wow, by 1 point.
By 1 point.
Okay, we'll see. That's gonna be one disappointing loss then. Great. Okay, what do we got next?
So next up, we got the Panthers of Carolina going into Los Angeles and taking on the Rams of LA. Carolina's 1-4, and Rams are 2-3.
That was awful. Just saying. Don't know what that was, but that was awful, sir.
Coming to America, you know. You don't remember that one?
Which one?
He's talking about the football game, about watching Monday Night Football, and he's telling the guy, I was watching the Giants from New York take on the Packers from Green Bay.
What movie?
Coming to America.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I remember.
He was explaining how they had to kick the oblong ball through the big H. You don't remember that?
Yeah, now I remember. It is an H stuff, we're being honest. Okay, so then I'm taking, listen, Lance says Steelers might take that game. I don't know. But, yeah. Wasn't the new game that we're talking about right now is the Rams?
Carolina and the Rams, yep.
They have no QB, no head coach. The only good thing they have, they're about to trade. Yeah, give me the Rams. Cooper Kupp is going off, getting me two tutties. And Aaron Donald is going to destroy Baker Mayfield. So I'm going 35-13 Rams.
35-13. Oh, you got the Rams in a blowout. All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna go
17. I made it like 20-something points, 24 points.
I think I'm gonna actually take Carolina here.
Dude, you know what? I hope you do, and I hope they lose, so I can finally be one game up on you.
Right, and I'm gonna go big. I think they're gonna beat the Rams 44-12.
Okay, now who's dreaming? Stop it, man. 44-12. Get out of here. That's insane. Dude, if they score 44-12, okay, hold on. Let me say this. Let me think this out before I say this. If the Carolina Panthers score 44 points and hold the Super Bowl winning Los Angeles Rams to 12 points, dude, I'm getting you a gift. I'm getting you a Miami Dolphins gift.
Well, that's why I go bold.
Talk about hot take. That is a hot take, Culler. Get
No,
that.
look, the Rams. I bet you that the Rams as a whole, I mean the Panthers as a whole, have not been too happy with Matt Rule. The fact that he got fired in the middle of the season tells you that the players were probably beating down the owner's door to do
You
something about him. Oh, I absolutely think so. Especially with a guy like Baker Mayfield and the bravado that he brings to the table, regardless of
he's not
whether he can back it up or not. You know what I mean? He's going to blame the coach. Look, he already got Hugh Jackson fired. Okay. I mean,
is he the LeBron James of the NFL now?
No, because Matt Rule is a terrible coach.
What's up, Luke?
Mayfield's got a point if that's what happened. You know what I mean? But a lot of times you'll see these teams that have been off of their coach for a few weeks. They get an interim coach in, and that's really the guy they wanted to play for the whole time. You know, and it's like, so they decide, and you're talking about a guy in Steve Wilkes who was already shafted by another team as far as, you know, the idea that, you know, the racial idea that permeates throughout the league. You know, I can see them getting
who drafted Josh Rosen is what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But okay.
Was it? Okay. Yeah, I hear you there, but you know, second time around, nothing to lose. They have absolutely nothing to play for or nothing to lose.
No, I'm with Lance.
And the Rams to me are not nearly as consistent and trustworthy as they were last year.
Who, Rams? They're done. They're never getting another Super Bowl. They got their money's worth.
Right. And to me,
all that money, all that personnel.
The proof of that starts this week against Carolina.
The what?
The proof of that starts this week against Carolina.
Dude, I'm not going.
Carolina Panthers put up 44 points on them.
Nah, not happening.
In service of their interim coach. The reason I picked 44-12 is because the game script that I'm going on is the exact game script that we went on when we fired Philbin and then went to face the Texans with Dan Campbell and we beat them.
Because I was about to say, and what do? Like fire him afterwards instead of hiring him as the head coach? I literally was about to tell you that, so it's hilarious that you were referring to Dan Campbell when that's exactly what I was thinking of at that time. So,
yeah. We put up 44 points on the Texans that next week.
Exactly. Okay.
Followed up by the Patriots putting 27 points on them in a shutout.
Nah.
Yeah, that was Bill O'Brien.
No. Well, yeah, that's crazy. Okay, who do we got next?
So we got Arizona and Mighty Mouse 2-3 going into Seattle to take on Geno Smith, the 12-year in the making Tom Brady, also at 2-3.
Culler with the yokes today. I mean, you're yoking around. You got them left and right there. Yeah, that was a good one. So we got Geno Smith versus Arizona. So right now, Arizona is royally screwed with that giant contract they gave Kyler Murray, who I know you don't like, right? That's the one quarterback you don't like.
Correct.
So they just flushed down the toilet, just like the Broncos. Oh, I'm glad you camped up for this one, finally, sir. Leaving me out here. I mean,
was trying to show off my Hurricanes hat with the Skylar Thompson's autograph on it.
Okay, don't worry. I got a helmet signed by him. So,
did you?
Yeah, he signed my helmet.
You got the real good.
I got a picture of him too. He smiled from my picture in post.
Nice.
While signing the helmet. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
I told him he had the best name in football.
Skylar Thompson. Yeah.
Yeah. Me, of all people.
He's pretty cool. I like him.
Oh, he was cool. Him and Teddy were chopping it up after practice, and I called him over by yelling out that he had the best name in football. And he kind of just looked at me weird and kind of nonchalantly walked over. Him and Teddy they looked at me, and then they looked at each other, raised their eyebrow, and then walked over to give us all autographs.
That's awesome. So everybody there that got those autographs, just thank you, sir, for doing your due diligence and calling them. Hey, listen, I yelled to Gesicki and I said, Gesicki, sign my boob. And he did. He came right over and signed it. And then I had literally 3 of the Dolphins camera people on me. I'm waiting for that picture to show up somewhere.
That's
or
funny.
Pictures because the whole time I'm like, as he's signing my boob.
Sexy, sign my boob.
I was all over. And then my mom, God bless my mom, she's so cute. She yelled at him because she likes him too. She's like, he's so nice. So she yelled at him like, come sign, come sign. So he actually walked over and signed her hat, which was my hat. Funny enough, that I won from El Capitan, one of the very first giveaways that they gave, and it was the old school logo hat. I won it. She was wearing it that day, and he signed it. So that hat has been retired, ladies and gentlemen. It's got Mike and Sexy and my mom's sweat, so it's good. It's been ordained already, or whatever the name is, and
sounds like some kind of love frap going on there. Like Giuseppe's hat and signature and mom's sweat. Yeah, that's a nice mix.
She made me. So through association, it's me. You know what I mean? So there you go.
I'm never gonna wash this hat.
And I've yet to wash my jersey, man, and I don't even know what to do. At this point, I'm scared to watch it. I'm scared of somebody out there.
Did a bead of sweat drop off his eyebrow onto your jersey?
Let me get real personal right now. If anybody knows how to wash a jersey without actually washing a jersey, let me know. I'm scared. I don't want to lose my signature. It's right on my heart, literally my boob. So please help me out. Email me, MissFins@yahoo.com. If you got any tips and tricks, I'll take them. Just saying.
You gotta vacuum seal it. So like 1,000 years from now, somebody will get your jersey traded to them on the exchange market, and they'll be like, oh, it's a 2022 American football Mike Gesicki jersey. And they'll be like, if you open up the vacuum seal, you can still smell Gesicki's sweat.
Yeah. Sexy man. I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
Between a stick of bubble gum.
I'll tell you this. Between him and Kelsey might win it for me. Just saying. Get sexy is in my heart, but Kelsey, I know. It's a girl thing. It is what it is. But
so who you got in this Rams and Seattle game?
I love how you pivoted when I said that. Rams and Seattle, dude. I'm taking the Rams. Period. I'm taking the Rams. What are we even talking about?
Rams. I mean, it was Cardinals and Seahawks. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. I don't know what's up, but isn't DeAndre Hopkins coming back this game? This is the game, right? Week 6.
Good question.
I think this is the game he comes back, and if it is, I'm taking the Cardinals. Or is he coming back next week? So this is 6.
Any info on that?
Yeah, find out for me. Because, I could see how Gino could pull it off, Look, Lance says Seahawks 24, Cardinals 13. Okay. Luke says Seahawks by 3. Okay. I got to agree with Lance here, though. Real quick, just go back to the Rams game. He said Rams on a bad day can take the Panthers on their best day. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with him. Current Panthers, yes. They only got CMC. So you think it's next week, not this week? He was suspended for 6 games, right? Because if he was suspended for 6, or was it 5? I don't remember.
Oh, it was a suspension.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might have been 6.
I think it might have been 6 too, but I'm not sure. Regardless, I'm going to give Cardinals by 3.
Okay.
I'm making it short. I'm going to say 17-14. Cardinals. What do you got? I feel like you're just automatically gonna take Seahawks because you really don't like Kyler Murray.
Yeah, but I wanted to go with them because at some point his bravado's gotta help him out, but at the same time I can see Gino saying, you know,
Not
I
today.
want to put this punk in his place, and Pete Carroll, he likes to beat it, like, make things personal too. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go with the Seahawks here.
I know it. How did I know?
Just to be different. And
I
my
need to
score,
do this week. When I get home and I get the numbers, next week we'll go over last week and this week and see who won. Because right now you're up by one game, sir. One game.
all
I'm
right. Well, I'm taking Seattle 24-20.
20 points? I guess, yeah. Because you take what? Two touchdowns, two kicks, that's 20 points. So, yeah. Two touchdowns, two kicks. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Who else do we got next?
So after that, we've got an awesome matchup at 425 in Kansas City when the Buffalo Bills at 4-1 go in to take on the also 4-1 Kansas City Chiefs.
I really don't want to say this. I really don't want to say this. But if I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the way that I can see this game going. Because they're gonna want to prove like they did versus the Rams and versus who they played the second week. Versus damn, they beat the Rams, and the following week they beat somebody else. Disgustingly, was it the Bengals? Maybe
It's the Titans.
Titans. Yes, because they were number one in the AFC. So
Right.
I think they got something to prove, and those 13 seconds have still been haunting Josh Allen for the last 6 months. So I don't want to say Bills, but I wouldn't be surprised. What I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take Kansas City because they're at Kansas City, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna give them the plus up, but I don't think it's gonna be by much. I'm gonna go Kansas City. Oh, it's an ugly, ugly point score that I'm about to say, but Kansas City 31, Bills 27. And the only reason why I'm giving them the leg up is because they're at home. That's it. But I know that he's gonna. Yeah, Lance. I said it. To me, I think it's gonna be KC by 3. That's why I said, or they just say 20, 31. Yeah, I think they're gonna be down by like some points and having to do that last minute kick or that last minute touchdown to win the game. I think that's how it's gonna end. But those last 13 seconds, I'm telling you, or that coin flip. You know what I would have done if I did go to the game. You know what I should have done? I should have been dressed as a giant coin, just so I could go ahead and just wear it. Just like when I did the whole. No, that was for the pages, but it would have been funny to have like a giant coin with me, and then like a giant coin with me in the Bills game, and then put "Who's your daddy" right on the coin to Josh Allen, like Allen, who's your daddy, and just put a giant coin in his face the whole time. Like, I think that would have been real funny. That would have been real funny. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna go KC 31 and Bills Barfalo. Apparently, Jeremiah says KC 31, Barfalo 30. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I'm taking the Chiefs 42-28. I
Bro,
think the Chiefs,
40
I think
burger
the
for
Chiefs,
real?
I think the Chiefs take the Bills to school. I think they remind them who they are, and I think they let them know that they didn't need no 13-second difference. They should have had that game from the beginning.
Okay, I don't know how to say this in English, but let me see if I can figure it out in English. This would happen to the Bills, where the game is tied and we go to overtime. Yo, if that happened, I would freaking just bust out laughing.
Well, I actually think game script wise, I think KC starts out strong,
Me
You know,
too.
gets up big,
I
and
think he's gonna
Buffalo,
get 3-2.
I think Buffalo struggles, and Josh Allen basically tries too hard to come back and can only amass 28 points.
I'm telling you, man, Kansas City got it, but I didn't think 40 Burger though. What's his name from Buffalo is out to Haiti soccer. We'll take advantage of that. I don't know. That's irony, I think. Yeah, yeah. It'll be ironic if this game also ended like in a tie and we go to overtime. Dude, do you still think he'll pick? What did he pick? Tails, right? That's what he picked. And I feel like everybody was like, "You always pick heads. You always pick it." Oh God, it was the most hilarious thing. 13 seconds. I'm telling you, the funniest thing ever. Yeah, but I want Kansas City to win and knock them down. You know what I mean?
So
So
after Buffalo gets put back in their place, we got Dallas going into Philadelphia 4-1 versus 5-0.
So we just talked about that's gonna be
By the way,
those are gonna be like
that's the Sunday night game. Just
woo,
to clarify.
2 really good games. Bills, Kansas City, and Cooper Rush versus Jalen Hurts. We gotta spend a minute on this game, guys, because first of all, shout out to Cooper Rush. I wish I had him because at this point, I need a backup quarterback that can be clutch like him and win me some games. And right now, they're literally 4-1, and all 4 games they won is because of him. So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, man, because of their defense. I'm going Cowboys because of their defense. I think Jalen Hurts is phenomenal. I think he's really good. But yeah, Micah Parsons, producer in the back, is really excited about Micah. But yeah, um, their defense 1,000% is going to be all over him, in my opinion. And I wouldn't even be surprised if Micah even got a sack or 2 in that game. So yeah, I'm taking Dallas, and this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be a big game. I'm going Dallas 35, Eagles 31. Dallas 35, Eagles 21. 31.
31. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna actually take the Eagles to continue their trend. Because I have no faith in the Dallas Cowboys. I know they've done pretty well and whatnot, but I just don't think they have the firepower to keep up with Philadelphia and what Philadelphia is doing right now.
You taking Eagles?
Yep, I'm taking Eagles, and I think it's going to be probably a snooze fest. But I'm thinking Eagles 27, Cowboys
24,
21.
Okay. Lance says Eagles 31, Cowboys 24. Can we give Dallas Gesicki and pick up Parsons? They're never gonna give up Parsons, period. So not gonna happen.
I'd rather give up Gesicki and take Aaron Jones or AJ Dillon.
Yeah, we don't really need it. Phillips' defense is underrated. No, Philadelphia, I know, Luch. Philadelphia's defense is pretty good, but I'm telling you, man, I believe in the Dallas Cowboys defense for this game. So at least we got 2 solid games that are going to be good this week. Chiefs, Bills, and Cowboys, Eagles. And then Monday night, who do we got Monday night?
Monday night, we're going to follow those 2 games up with a AFC West division matchup between Denver and Los Angeles. Denver's 2-3. LA is 2.
I'm taking the Raiders, period. I'm taking the Raiders by 37.
The who?
Raiders are winning that game.
Raiders aren't playing.
What?
Raiders aren't playing.
You said Las Vegas.
I said Denver and Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, you said Los Angeles, and I thought Las Vegas. Okay. Yeah, I'm still
I
thinking.
started by calling it an AFC West matchup. The Raiders probably already entered your mind and stuck there for a second.
It did. You said loss, and I'm like Raiders. That's it. It's the only loss I was thinking of.
Oh,
Um,
not Los Angeles instead of Las Vegas.
loss. Oh yeah, you're right. Right. Miss Phins going with the Cry Boys. Yes, I am, Jeremiah. I am.
The Cry Boys. I like
The
that
Cry
one.
Boys.
Oh, I never heard that one before.
Put the cup down, sis. Luch, stop it, Luch. Lance says 37-17 Chargers. I'm gonna have to go with Lance. I think Chargers. They need first of all, Eckler's gonna score me 2 points because I need him in fantasy. I mean, two touchdowns. So, and then I gotta give Herbie like an extra two. That's 4 TDs. That's 28 points. I'm gonna give him an extra one and put it 35. So I'm gonna go 35 in a kick. 38 to I'll take 17. 38-17 Chargers.
Oh, rough for the Broncos.
They're hot garbage. They're lucky I'm giving them 17 points.
Well, I think it's Monday night. I think Russ is smelling his own stink right about now, but I still don't think he can compete.
I watched this.
I think it's going to be the Chargers. Similar score. I'm going to go 35 to 27 Chargers.
Oh, had you said Broncos, I would have been like, get out of here, bro. Get out. Like, literally leave. And look, Lance says their best running back is out. Anyways, that's right, because Devontae Williams, who I wanted to pick up, is done. So, yeah.
35-24. We'll go 35-24 Chargers for me.
Okay, and I went 38-17, right?
Yep.
38. Okay. So right now,
wanting to be the man, he's not the man, so he's gonna try too hard. And
Dangerous is overrated.
Agreed. So then,
awful. Somebody. Okay, I don't know if you've seen this, but somebody put in a meme about like a little GIF or a little like what is it? Shorts, YouTube Shorts, where it was dangerous or Russell Wilson is the cringiest quarterback in the NFL, and he apparently was leaving the locker room to get onto the field and fake high-fiving nobody. Like it's as if he was coming down the tunnel, high-fiving the fans, and there was nobody there. And then the whole Broncos country part was so cringy. Let's ride. You gotta give me now. I need you to cam up and give me your best Broncos country. Come on, please, cam up.
All right. Oh, let me take off my hat so I can actually emulate Russ a little more. Let's go, Broncos country.
Nah, you forgot the let's ride. What you doing?
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. Let's ride, Broncos country.
God, I can't even deal with him. Broncos country.
I wonder if he even knows what their mascot is named.
Let's ride.
Like they actually have two.
Like
they're a pair of horses called Thunder and Lightning. I swear to God, I'm not lying. We can't hear you, Miss Phins.
Yeah, sorry.
You're making fun of my joke and nobody heard it.
No, you're good.
It wasn't a joke, though. They really have mascots called Thunder and Lightning.
No, that's cute. That's adorable, but still, Broncos country. Let's ride.
I think Russ needs to lay off of the recreational facilities, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. You know what he is? He's that dad. He's the dad of the quarterbacks. You can tell he's a daddy. You know, with those dad jokes that are so bad that you're like, oh.
Bad hair.
No, his hair is fine.
Have you seen his mugshot? You know, they started showing that mug again now that he's back. Now that nobody likes him anymore, they're circulating that picture of him where he looks like a 35-year-old divorcee. So it's hilarious.
Well, he doesn't have any kids of his own, right? Those are all Future's kids.
I'm not sure. Not sure.
So sad. Taking care of another.
They already sold their NILs though. So
Hilarious. Broncos country. Oh God, I can't even. And all of the memes and gifs, like,
oh yeah, I almost forgot. Let's ride Broncos country.
oh my God, did you see? Somebody made a fun of him because they're like, look, I understand that he left the Seattle Seahawks, but I guess he forgot because he threw it straight to the defender.
It's just like a careless whisper.
It was the funniest thing ever. And he literally straight up sent it right to the Seahawks defender. I was like, did he forget what team he's playing for? Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Hilarious. But nah, he's so cringy. He's a dad. I just chuck it up to him being a daddy. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's super hilarious in my opinion. Absolutely hilarious.
So for the NFL's game of the week, we've got Minnesota heading into South Beach for some Friday night action, and then over to Miami Gardens to take on the Miami Dolphins in an interconference battle that Buffalo fans think we should just throw away out the window.
So that is in the NFC.
Yeah, Minnesota's in the NFC. Yeah.
So by you mean like like two? Okay, got it.
Intra-conference would be an AFC matchup.
Okay, got
using the prefixes correctly, but I think I am.
No, that's cool. Okay, well, America's game of the week, Vikings at Dolphins. So real quick, guys, tomorrow morning, myself and the Purple Pocket Podcast, we will be doing the game preview. Yes, I will have beside me, not my buddy over here, Culler, but another YouTuber for the Vikings, and we're going to go back and forth about the Vikings. So that's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
He's replacing a Dolphins fan with a Vikings fan, people. You believe that?
No, we're not replacing. You're not even here tomorrow morning, man. Unless you want to be. I'll
be around, I'm sure. There should be good watching.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At least be in chat picking on the Vikings fan.
Please do. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun for sure. So, with that being said, obvious. Traitor, Lance called me a traitor. No, man, it's just, listen, guys, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Y'all give me the subscribers.
Tell her, Lance, she's just busy pedaling up her lie bike.
Y'all did too much. I'm just trying to get more subscribers and give you guys more content,
That was from that what's that guy, the fugitive or the that old sheriff that they had on History Channel for a while.
I don't remember.
He would like tell stories about cold cases that he cracked earlier in his career. Joe, I forget his name. Anyway, but he used to say stuff like that, be like, and I knew when I was interrogating her that she just was steady pedaling up her lie bike.
Yeah, well, guys, I'm just trying to get you guys more content, so it is what it is. Doing it.
Lieutenant Joe. Oh, I almost had it. Sorry. Move on.
Okay, it's okay. So, what do you think? Who do you think's got this game? Is this a must-win game for the Dolphins, sir?
For the Dolphins fans, it sure is. For Buffalo fans, it's a sure loss. It's a must-lose. So, yeah, every game is a must-win. I don't care what anybody says. Look, we were in command position. Now we find ourselves chasing again like every year. So in order to keep up with Buffalo, we have to win every single game. And so every single game is a must win. Until we are ahead of them, the pressure is not off.
Agreed. This is a must win. I'm taking, guys, the Dolphins, obviously. Um, by how much? I'll give you a score today, and then I'll reevaluate it tomorrow morning because I gotta.
Fair
I'm
enough. Well,
gonna
like
be.
I said, we know that we got the Batman rule in place around here, so you got up to an hour before the game Sunday.
Yeah. Well, the
That way
thing
you
is
can make sure that way you can make sure you hedge all of your bets across all social media networks, so you're never wrong.
you're never wrong. Get out of here. No, see, the thing is that I want to be a real super fan tomorrow, and I'm just gonna be so cocky. I mean, like, look, 67-13 Dolphins. We're putting up a 60 burger. My man, Skylar Thompson, is gonna be scoring 17 each. Okay, by himself, not including the three that Mostert's gonna get. So yeah, that's why I want to be a super fan tomorrow.
72. Let's see. I mean, 10 touchdowns. I count at least 70 points, right? Well, maybe Sanders might miss one extra point, so 69 points.
There you go. No, I said 67, but yes, if he misses
Okay.
a couple extra points. But jeez. Yeah. Well, I'm going Dolphins. What's up, Alfredo? Raiders still making the playoffs? No. They're done. Raiders season is done. They'd have to win out for the rest of the season for them to actually make the playoffs, and I don't see
And
that.
not making coaching decisions like we saw last week. No way. No way does a coach like that ever sniff the playoffs.
You know what that was? Throwing the ball instead of running it in the Super Bowl.
Pretty
When
much.
you have a bulldozer like Marshawn Lynch in your
I'd
squad.
argue it's worse.
Nah.
Maybe the stakes weren't as high. You know what I mean? So obviously that doesn't make it as bad, but how do you not kick the extra point there? How?
The game.
Your idea is that I'm trusting my defense to get me the ball back. So what the hell is the difference if you're -1 or tie?
Not even just that color. The fact that they even missed a 2-point conversion and they didn't even care.
And there was
The Chiefs.
and there was enough time left that even if they get the 2-point conversion, so what? The other team still only has to kick a field goal to win it. What the heck is the difference, Josh McDaniels? Answer me. Don't just be like, oh, well, you win some, lose some, and if we would have got it, I would have been a genius. No, you still wouldn't have been a genius.
Nah. I know. I'm telling you. And I can't believe he got charged with a misdemeanor, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So
just amazing to me how a guy like this can run an offense like he did with the Patriots, and then just like, how do you not like? I'm sorry, McDaniels is trash. You're a trash coach, McDaniels. You don't know what you're doing. You need to go back to the Patriots and sit under Bill Belichick for another 15 years to learn how to actually call a game.
That has to be the most poisonous tree I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, maybe that's why they don't succeed, because Belichick is so stuck on himself that he teaches guys like this stuff like this all along, knowing he's planting little seeds of stupidity.
And I said this, and it'll remain this way. The best coach out of that tree is still Flores. He's still the only one with a winning record. And he's still the only. I'm not counting that first year. So if you're counting that first year, get out of here. The best one, Flores, period. Period. But as far as the actual Dolphins are concerned, tell me about the game. So you got the Dolphins, but like, what are you seeing with this game? We already know it's must win. What are we doing?
Well, did you want to hear me before you gave your score prediction, or do you already have a score in mind?
As far as the Dolphins, this particular game is a must win. I believe in Skylar Thompson. I'm thinking 27-21 Dolphins.
Okay.
Yep.
As far as I'm definitely taking my Dolphins. I don't know. There's no reason we couldn't beat this team.
There's
So
nobody who cannot not beat.
I'm probably going to take the Dolphins. We're going to run the ball a lot.
Yep.
Skyler's going to throw a couple TDs to Hill and Waddle.
Yep. I'm hoping one to Gesicki.
I'm hoping our defense gets back on track. It's in the heat of Miami, so we might get a turnover.
Yeah.
And then you got on the other side, Jefferson, maybe Thielen with one, Dalvin Cook. So I'm looking at like 33, Miami 33 to 27.
I figured you were going to say 27 for them because they do have. I love Thielen. I love Thielen, one of my favorite players. So I could definitely see him actually, putting up points. Lance says he's got 31-24 Miami. Okay.
And
That's a good one.
to tell you the truth, if we can get pressure on Cousins all day, we could blow them out easy. Because I have zero faith in Cousins under pressure.
Look, let me get up close and personal. Miami Dolphins, please. For the love of all that is holy, can you do me a favor? This is a plea from one of your biggest fans. Can we please, for the love of God, let Jalen Phillip go after the quarterback? Can we do that? Please? Can we stop dropping him into coverage? Please. My God. Michael K says Vikings by 20. He's been saying it all week. Nah, Dolphins are winning this one. It's a must win. This is a playoff win right here. This is for the playoffs. This is for the playoffs right here. So every game is for the playoffs for me. This one's definitely for the playoffs, in my opinion. But, I mean, what do you expect out of Skyler?
I expect him to at least have a Kyler Murray level performance. 270 yards, 3 touchdowns, maybe an interception.
So you're saying you're going to have him 230? 2 touchdowns and an interception?
273 touchdowns and an interception.
Okay. I like that. I think he's going to be pretty good. I think he's going to be pretty productive. I think him being with the ones is going to be exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. So because of that, I'm going to give him probably, I got to keep the same energy, man. Between 230 and 250, 2 touchdowns, no interception, and at least a couple of deep passes. It's the same thing that I would expect from Tua. At minimum. If he exceeds that, I'm happy. If he goes underneath, then no. But yes, definitely do think this is going to be a great. Now that he is finally getting all the reps with the first, that's why I say it. So, yeah. But I mean, hey, that's pretty much. What's up, Lauren Shorty? How you doing, buddy? Hey, if you're Jets fans, you must be subscribed to Miss Phins. We talk Jets. Congratulations on your win last weekend. You're about to get utterly embarrassed by the Packers. Congratulations for that too. Yeah. So definitely, that's gonna be pretty fun. So who's gonna be the most impactful player for this last part? So
which position you want to start with?
Let's do QB. Who's going to be the most impactful QB to their team overall?
Gosh, I would have to say Aaron Rodgers.
Really? Okay. Oh, interesting. This is going to be a little bit funny, but I have to go with Derek Carr.
I was thinking of him because he does have a lot to overcome and a lot to get right.
Especially with him and Adams not really being on the same page like that. I'm gonna have to go with Carr. What about wide receiver?
Okay, so you got Derek Carr, I got Aaron Rodgers, and so at wide receiver, You first, because you're first on my list.
Huh?
So you first, because you're first on the spreadsheet here.
Wide receiver, most impactful for this week. Not to be a homer, but I need Waddle. I think this particular game for this.
I was thinking of this game too, but actually on the other side of the field with Adam Thielen. But
I was thinking about Thielen too, but the reason why I didn't go Thielen is because I feel like this is definitely a must-win for the Dolphins rather than the Vikings. The Vikings can handle a lot.
And I think Waddle and Thielen actually have the potential to be the impact for the same reasons.
And that's why
you're going to shut out. You're going to get Tyreek Hill taken care of. You're going to get Jefferson taken care of. Who are the ones that really need to shine? Waddle and Thielen.
Yep. That's why I say Waddle's definitely got to be my guy this game. And I'm not saying it because it's a Dolphins game, because this, if you think about it, we go 4-2 into the Sunday night game versus Pittsburgh. It's a whole different story. To us, expected to be back by that game, you know what I mean, or expected to be back by that game, unless the league somehow miraculously finds some other reason to keep them out. But I say this is a must-win game, especially since we went back-to-back losses. And I think Waddle really hasn't made an impact in the last two games. This has to be the game that he goes well over 100. I'm thinking for Waddle like 135, 140. He's going to have to go hard. And I think with Tyler, I can see a couple of 50-yarders to Waddle. I can see a couple of those.
You got Waddle.
Waddle. And you said, who did you say initially?
I'm actually gonna go with a different game across the other side of the country. And I'm gonna go with Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown from the Cardinals.
Ooh, really
needs to have a good game, and I think he's the key to the Cardinals continuing to win if they do. And if they win this game, then it's going to be because of Hollywood Brown.
That's so funny you say that, because it's exactly the reason for my running back that I'm picking next. I'm picking Saquon, and the reason being is right now the Giants ain't really. What's up, Crystal? How you doing, buddy? Hey, it's Phins. Hey, Culler, you won my score? Yeah, man. Put your score. I'm shouting out the scores, guys, so y'all drop it in. The reason why I say Saquon is because right now the Giants, I know they're 4-1, but they're still in a fork in the road, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Going up 5-1, especially against the undefeated Philadelphia. I think this will be the arrival for Brian Dable. This will be the game that will put him over the top, and I think that Saquon is going to be that piece. Even though they're going to want to stop him, obviously. I don't think they're going to try to contain him. I don't think they'll be able to stop him, in my opinion. But this will be the game where Dayball's going to have to show out, because this is essentially him putting his rubber stamp in the league. Like, yeah, this is why I came over here. This is the make or break. This is the Giants being a legitimate team to the Giants going to same old Giants. Never mind. Just got lucky. Agreed. They go from just getting lucky to, this is a real team we need to watch out for. You know what I mean? This is the game. This is a real.
And to be quite honest with you, they are actually. I'm sorry?
It's an NFC conference game too.
Right,
so right. And a divisional game too. Triple whammy for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
and I want to say that I'm starting to think the Giants as a team are actually really, really good. Because given the performance that we continue to see Daniel Jones have, and the fact that they could still beat the Packers with that, should tell you they're playing really good complementary football.
He's middle of the road right now. That's all they need. Essentially, they are what we were last year. Tua being middle of the road, but our stout defense. And the running game wasn't really there, but our wide receiver tight end combo was.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made the difference. You see what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah, in the build.
Waddle, basically, as far as production goes.
Say that again?
As far as production goes, Saquon is our Waddle, or is their Waddle.
Exactly. What's up, dude? And that's why I say this particular game, if I'm gonna be 1,000% on, that's why I picked Saquon because he's gonna have to show out versus Philadelphia, and it's gonna take away that pressure from the wide receivers.
It's also going to destroy Dallas Cowboys fans all over the country.
It's a quadruple.
I think I picked Dallas, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
But I still kind of like. I wouldn't be surprised if
they're playing the Eagles. Remember?
Oh, they're playing. That's right. Dallas and Eagles or Giants are playing. I'm looking at the list right now. Where did it go? I know you picked them. So where's my NYG?
I definitely picked them. I don't have the list right now.
Oh no, you picked. I thought you picked Baltimore.
I did.
You wanted to pick the Giants, but you ended up with Baltimore.
My bad. Everything I just said.
If you want to change that, we still have time. I haven't locked it in yet. But you did say Baltimore. You may have slipped and said something that was still on your mind and meant to say the Giants. So you got a shot right here to change it.
Oh, dang it.
You had Baltimore 27-24. You had.
I was confusing Baltimore with the Eagles.
Okay.
So, but it's the same thing for everything that I said. This is the game for him to be like a legitimate team. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you want to go with the then?
No, I'm gonna stick to the Ravens winning this one. But the reason why I say the Giants can beat the Ravens will be if Saquon goes off.
Right. Hence the impact player. Right. I got you. Okay. That makes perfect sense. All right. Cool. So, I'm gonna actually go with a really off the wall take for impact on running back. I think the running back, if he has a great performance that will most impact his team, is Myles Gaskin. I'm seeing reports that Mostert is not healthy. I'm pretty sure that we're not too pleased with Chase these days.
Yeah, but they keep throwing him the ball.
I can see Gaskin getting a lot. I can see Gaskin getting a lot of targets and a lot of touches this week, and especially after he performed last week.
That is true.
You never know. I'm gonna go with the shot in the dark. Myles Gaskin is my impact running back of the week.
Okay, tight end. Who we got?
Tight end. Tanner Connor. No, I'm just kidding.
Bro, stop. I would have literally been like, this stream is over. I would have been like, I would have ended the stream. And you said that.
I mean, Durham Smythe is injured, so maybe it will be Tanner Connor, but I doubt he'll have the impact.
Tanner Connor should not be in for passing plays. Or for anything down the middle. Golly. It's you already know. We had private conversations.
At least when you're still trying to compete to win the game.
Come on, man. That was all. I promise on all that is holy, I would have bet you $100, and I don't even bet. Gesicki would have caught that pass. And he would have taken the hit, too.
I mean, the only thing I give credit for Gesicki for is his ability to catch. So
he out here, Culler, this is the most frustrating thing about being a Dolphins player. What am I talking about? Me being a Dolphins player, a Dolphins fan. It's that fans don't understand when you're being a fan and when you're being critical. Like, listen, guys, I critique and I assess the Dolphins, obviously, but I need y'all to understand that there's a line between me being a fangirl and me understanding my team. And unlike McDaniel, I understand that the one thing I know about Gesicki is he's an offensive player. That's why I keep saying he may not block like Kelsey, but let's be real. Kelsey doesn't block all that much. He's still the number one tight end in the league. Why is that? And I mean by leaps and bounds when it comes to touchdowns. Guys. I
can show you why, but I don't think people
don't got Tyreek
right now.
They don't got Tyreek?
No.
Why then?
Did you see that play Monday night? The last touchdown he scored?
I think
He
I might have gone.
literally stiff-armed the entire defense one by one on the way to the end zone from across the other side of the field. Most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Now, partly that is to do with, dang, their defense is terrible. But, man, Kelsey, bro, like, what a beast, man. What an absolute beast.
And I get that.
Anything like that. Takes an angle from one side of the field to the other and literally fends off the entire defensive line that's left in front of him.
Yeah, but this is my thing. Gesicki may not be doing all that, but he'll catch a 15, 20 yarder, though.
Sure. If Giuseppe's in the game, that drive continues and we possibly put up a touchdown there and the game
I almost tell
entirely different. The Jets may still have won. Our defense may still have collapsed, but the game would have been entirely different from that point on.
I promise you this: if they would utilize him more than Chase Edmonds for those touchdowns in the 2-yard line, we would have been 5-0 right now.
Cincinnati as well. If you put any kind of receiver there instead of Chase Edmonds, we score that touchdown, and the game is entirely different.
Exactly. Why are we still? I mean, you've clamored for this like a million times. Why do we keep having to throw passes? The best pass catching running back is still worse than the worst wide receiver in the league.
Which is Ted Ginn, by the way.
What?
I said, which is Ted Ginn, by the way.
But I mean, you're not lying though. Hence why I'm saying, like, why would you not use the one thing? And this is why I say McDaniel doesn't know his players.
Yep, runner up to Ted Ginn is Kenny Stills.
You're about to make this a rated R Miss Phins show, McDaniel. Like that was one of the most.
I think it was you and I that talked about that backstage.
We did.
About McDaniel's not knowing his players, and I think the analogy I used was a stepfather.
Please elaborate.
As his guys. And whether we like to think that or not, that's true. This is Flores' team. Flores is the father of this team. And so Mike McDaniel comes in, and he may be a good stepfather. He may get the job done. But when it comes down to really knowing your players, you would have to know Brian Flores. And McDaniel doesn't know Brian Flores. So you're always going to have that. I mean, again, it goes to what Miss Phins just said, knowing your players. And sure, Edmonds is one of his guys, but it's about knowing and trusting the rest of the guys too. And so I really think it's like, what's happening is kind of like, you're not my father. You know what I mean? Whether that's subconscious or not, I'm not saying the players are in revolt or anything. I'm just saying that ultimately he is the stepfather of this team and that he'll never be more than that. That doesn't mean we can't win. That doesn't mean he can't be a great father. It's just that it's going to take time for him to get to know his stepchildren.
It's just frustrating, Culler. I mean, if it's one thing we know about Gesicki, is that he's a great playmaker, especially pass catcher. Has he made drops? Everybody has. Tyreek.
The one extra skill that
he's good at.
Yeah, that I've been harping all offseason was his catch reading.
In the middle, when literally has been open all season long.
Not to mention that in a crucial situation on a crucial drive, you've got a rookie quarterback. Now, to Skyler's credit, he put the ball on the money.
He absolutely did. They did not.
Skyler rookie quarterback with Gesicki, and he didn't even have to put the ball on the money. Gesicki would have still caught it.
Hello, we saw that rookie Tua's rookie year. It was Gesicki's. He was his blanket.
What was my take on Gesicki all offseason? He's overkill because he is only meant to be a crutch for Tua. A good quarterback, which Tua is now, doesn't need the catch radius of Gesicki, and that's the only extra skill set he brings to the table. So to me, it looked like a big waste. Not that we couldn't use Gesicki, not that he's not great, not that he wouldn't help our team, but that it is a complete waste.
It was just it was a game that we
So,
had that we were still competing in.
well, on that note, when the time of the game or the season that we needed that waste, we didn't use it. It's
It's like
just baffling.
you knew what you had in him, and you refused to use it. Sometimes, guess what? You're gonna just need him as a. And guess what? If he would have used Gesicki and just hammered that middle, I promise you, Waddle and Tyreek would have been open on the edges. I promise you. This is the offense where Gesicki should be having. What is it? 5 weeks now? At least 10 touchdowns. You know what? I'm exaggerating. That's too much. Minimum 5 touchdowns. Minimum 5 touchdowns right now. Maybe even 8 if we're being honest. I mean, come on. Michael, okay, stop it with the anger issues, okay? Stop. Don't make me block you because not funny. And no, it's no anger issues. It's just being upset that even my own head coach doesn't understand the team he has. That's the issue that I have. Ridiculous.
And I
Absolutely ridiculous.
can't think of an excuse that anybody's come up with yet. Most people don't even try to excuse it. They just stick their head in the sand because they like McDaniel so much. But I have yet to hear one person offer an excuse as to why Tanner Connor was in that football game
He
at
should
that.
have never been in that game. Not in that play.
So when people tell me that when I say that it was a favor to a friend on the other side of the football field, and I get told that that's an ignorant take, like, so give me another one. Nobody's given me one yet. So you can call my take ignorant, but until you give me one, my take is valid because I can't think of any other reason that we'd have Tanner Connor in that position at that time of the game, at this time of the season when we needed to win that ball game. We needed a score there. For the whole season, we needed a score there. And we've got Tanner Connor in for his what amounts to be probably his first real action of the game. Of the season, might I even add.
Of the season, yeah. You know what frustrates me is that not even 4 plays later, he actually throws it to Gesicki, and Gesicki catches like a 20-yarder. Gorgeous pass by Skyler.
And I'll take
I'm
care of
like,
Michael K for you really quick right now. Michael K, 3 weeks ago, nobody was saying he was coach of the year. When
yeah,
we were
I would say,
praising him just because you want to continue to make fun of Miami Dolphin fans and think that praise of our coach means that we're calling him coach of the year, that's fine. Because obviously you guys have the coach of the year with McDermott. So I don't know what you want, what you're trying to say. You all believe that you're the best thing that's ever graced the league, yet you still haven't won a championship. You still haven't even sniffed the Super Bowl.
13 seconds.
We're the ones that got anger issues. We're the ones anointing our coach because you can't handle the fact that 3 weeks later he makes a mistake and we have the ability to call him out for it.
Yeah.
Sorry, we don't slob on our coach's knob. How does McDermott taste? Sorry, PG.
See, no, you're good. You're good. See, Michael K, if you can't even claim a team, I don't want to say that. What are you doing here? Because I love that you're here. But what team do you even like? Because you really go hard for the Bills and then pretend like you're not a Bills fan. I don't know. This love and hate relationship or the non-committal situation between you and the Bills.
I just assumed he was a Bills fan, number one, because he's got a pink avatar just like Mark. And number two, he spews the same nonsense that Mark does.
Well, that's because it's M. That's why.
I know. I'm kidding in that regard. But he also spews the same garbage that Mark does. So I just made an association in my head.
Yeah, no, Mark, you're fine. I don't have a claim. I don't have to claim a team. Maybe I'm from Nebraska.
Oh, well, then don't watch. Why do you watch football then? You're not allowed to watch football from Nebraska. You don't have a football team.
Well, he does, but like college.
So. Oh, I get it. From Nebraska. So you're just upset that you used to be a Rams fan.
From Nebraska?
Right, which means you used to be a Rams fan until they moved to LA. and you couldn't bring yourself to be a Chiefs
Oh my
fan.
God, Midwest, right? That's north of Kansas.
Yeah. Either that or he's a Denver fan.
Isn't that part of Tornado Alley?
Yeah, oh yeah. It could also be a Denver fan that's disillusioned with Russell Wilson at this point.
Okay. Hey, listen, yeah, like whatever team you like, it doesn't matter.
I mean, if you hop on I-70 out of Kansas City, you'll go through Nebraska and you'll end up in Denver if you stay on I-70.
Okay.
So you could either be a Chiefs fan or a Broncos fan.
Cool.
Or Packers.
Detroit, nah.
No, definitely not Detroit. Maybe Chicago, but that's a little too far east.
No.
I would say if it's an NFC team, it'll be Green Bay.
Yeah. I totally see a Chiefs head on him.
Like a lot of the Midwesterners default to Green Bay because they're all bandwagoners, you know.
They have nothing else. The minute Aaron Rodgers leaves, they're done.
They're all bandwagoners from states that don't have NFL teams.
They're done for the next 100 years. They're literally going to be absolutely when the minute.
I'm sorry, Michael K. You called down the thunder, man, and I only know how to bring thunder with lightning. So I'm sorry, man.
No, this is not even about you. This is just in general. But no, we just completely. Hey, it is league wide Wednesdays. We're talking about the league, but it's more of literally fan bases that are so dependent on one player. Definitely are the Packers. The minute Rodgers leaves, they're done for the next 100 years. It's over. And to me, he's still an overrated QB. I don't care what anybody tells me. 1 touchdown. Guess what? Eli Manning has 2. Thank you very much. I'm not a fan. Oh yeah, laugh, man. We're laughing too. We're having fun. But yeah, no.
Give me a second, Miss Phins. I've just got to deal with a side issue real quick. Just give me 1 second.
You're good. But if we're really gonna talk about it, just like the Bills without Josh Allen, he goes down, they're done. Packers without Aaron Rodgers, once he leaves, they're done. Patriots are barely hanging on, and if we're being honest, they're lucky Zappy's even doing anything. But that team is done. They're not gonna do nothing. Who else? Who else is really depending on Kansas City without Pat Mahomes? The minute something happens to him, they're done. Oh, who else? There's not really any other team that's superly heavily reliant on their QB like what those that I just mentioned. Producer, what other teams might be what other teams might actually be very dependent on their QBs? That without that QB, they're useless. Yeah, I already said Mahomes. I need quick hitters, but Herbert, I don't know. Lance, I guess, but they've never really done anything in a little bit. So, no, Trevor.
Oh,
Lawrence. Sorry, I didn't even read that right. Joey B. I guess Joey B. Maybe I'll probably do it. Any NFL team screwed with the exception of Dallas. Well, yeah, because if you take away, Hurts, Philadelphia is done. You take away. I mean, man, they took away Dak Prescott, and I'm pretty sure that man is fine and healthy, but they're riding this Cooper Rush wave right now. You know what I mean? Cincinnati, I get, Baltimore. The minute he leaves, the minute Lamar leaves, Baltimore is done, and either that coach is getting fired or he's leaving and taking a college job. Watch it. Dallas had a diamond in the rough with Rush. 1,000%, Michael. 1,000%. But they're lucky they got Cooper Rush. Do you think, you know what? I'm going to ask y'all. Do you think there's a quarterback controversy with them? You think so? I think it's gonna be really nice. You think there's now that we're just having fun with the league color?
Which 2 quarterbacks are we talking about?
We're to Cooper Rush and Dak. Do you think there's a quarterback controversy?
Nah. They
So
gotta milk Dak the rest of the way for whatever they can.
they're gonna milk Rush until he loses.
No, they're gonna milk Dak for the rest of what they can out of marketing. Like it's still his job. He'll have it right when he comes back without
Okay. Question though, what if let's say they're 6-0 with Rush?
Won't matter.
You think so?
If anything, they'll use that as a reason for having a buffer zone to get Dak to knock Dak the rust off of Dak. You see what I'm saying? Like they have that, if they go 6-1 because Dak had some rust, they're okay with that.
Okay. Michael K says they beat the Eagles Sunday. Prescott could be wearing peach and seafoam green.
Well, let's say if they were 4-2 and Cooper Rush was 4-0, it might be a little bit of a question there because the 2 losses would have been Dak before he got injured.
Exactly, but one.
So, real quick though,
you're right. Wait, Tom Brady. Once he leaves, Jeremiah is 1,000% right. Once he leaves, Tampa Bay's done. So.
Oh, agreed. Well, it's the same situation Buffalo is in with their.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said too, and the Packers.
So, who did you have for your tight end impact?
Tight end. This is so funny.
I don't mean to rush you. I'm
no, I know
the heartbreak on my end, so I just wanted to let you know.
No, you're good. So tight end, we'll go quick hitter. Tight end in the league right now that I feel Njoku.
Njoku, interesting. Yeah. That's not a bad one.
I think Cleveland's gonna really have to lean on him in this game to win, in my opinion.
And then I'm gonna go on that same kind of thought. Dallas Goedert.
Really? Goddard? Okay.
Philadelphia. Big game, even matched game. Who's going to shine? Somebody like him.
Okay. And then who do we got? Defense?
Defense, yep.
Oh, this one's rough for me.
Ooh, I know who I'm going with if you don't pick them.
Hold on.
I don't know who more could have a more impact on their game than the Dolphins defense this week.
I knew you were gonna say Dolphins defense. That's what I didn't want to say. Okay, let's
have equally a negative impact, is what I'm saying.
Let's both go with Dolphins defense, but let's do a second one now.
Okay, so we'll So we'll both do Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
I won't even write that down because we both obviously think the same thing on them. In that case, go ahead. You first.
Yeah, my second defense. Okay, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I think if this defense doesn't show up, I think that it's going to be over for them. And I'm actually, interestingly enough, it's going to have to be, oh, God, and I really don't want to. It's going to have to be the Kansas City. If Kansas City defense does not show up, forget it. They're getting crushed by the Bills.
Okay, that's a good one.
Somebody else, right?
That's a good one. I thought you were going to pick mine, and I'm going with Dallas because I think
I was going to go with Dallas too.
What you had said about your thoughts about them, if that don't happen, they ain't winning this game. So
that would be my third because I was in between Kansas City and Dallas, but the reason why I said Kansas City is because of the implications of it being conference game, you know what I mean? They're both playoff teams. It's a revenge game, blah, blah, blah.
Arguably the 2 best teams in the league right now.
Arguably, yes. If we're being honest, they are. You know what I mean? Right now, Eagles are number 1 in the league. Bills are number 2. Kansas City's 4th.
But I don't have any faith in the Eagles either, over both of those teams. So
no, I don't. And that's why I say Kansas City defense has to. I know their offense is going to show up. It's Kansas City defense is going to have to show up. And that's why I picked them. And because of that conference matchup, that's why I picked them over Dallas. But Dallas was going to be, I was literally between those two, but I went with Kansas City. So
I'm going to go ahead and while I still got time, I'm going to switch my wide receiver impact player.
To what?
Juju.
Juju?
Yep.
Who did you have before?
Hollywood Brown.
Okay.
I'm going with Juju.
You know, another good backup wide receiver would have to be Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what happened this last game. Nobody showed up for the Lions.
If they still cared about winning up there, then yeah. But you can't impact a team that doesn't care about winning. So
True, but I feel like this season they really are pushing for it. I mean, let's be real. They were close in a lot of those games. They just didn't fall like last year. You know what I mean? So maybe they're not
but
there
even
yet.
if it's
It's like,
subconsciously not choosing not to win, you know what I mean? Like I'm not saying they're tanking, but you know,
they're like the NFC's Jets. Like they're almost there, but not quite there yet. They need like another year or two.
I'd say more like the Browns.
Really? Okay, yeah, I can see how they could be like the Browns. I can see that.
Always there, but just for some reason failure to launch.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be pretty much it.
And by the way, it's no coincidence that the only two teams that have gone 0-16, the Browns and the Lions.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Whenever they play each other now, it's called the Loser Bowl.
Stop. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's awful. Oh, that's awful. Okay.
Detroit, matter of fact, I think Matt Stafford was their quarterback when they went 0-16, if I'm not mistaken.
But that must have been like his second year, I think, right?
Something maybe rookie year, something like that. Yeah.
It was rookie or second year. I don't think it was.
Yeah. And then the Browns followed that up under Hugh Jackson, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think our impact players, I think our picks are fun. Culler, email me that. Miss Phins yeah, email it to me. Miss Phins at yahoo.com. That way I can have it and put it in a list.
Sure thing.
Here, but yeah, no, that's gonna be enough. I mean, keep it, or you know what? Just keep it. We'll transfer it next week. Whatever.
Well, I'll throw the text of it over to you in a Twitter DM just so you have it somewhere. You know.
Or yeah, or you copy paste and email it too.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just email it to you.
Yeah. Misfits at yahoo.com. But yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much it, honestly. Do you have give me your final words, sir? Because I want to go ahead.
Words are thank you so much for continuing to have me as your co-host on Wednesday nights. I really enjoy doing this show with you. I think it's really fun. Takes our mind a little bit off the Dolphins, you know what I mean, per se. And I just really enjoy doing it. I think it's a fun show. I think the audience loves it. Or they're lying to us one way or another. You know.
Hey, man, we're just
yeah, that all being said, make sure you catch us over at the Phins Tailgate just about now. And always make sure you're liking and subscribing to Miss Phins. Let's get her to 1,000 subs. We got to be able to get her a chance for people to throw her some ducats. You know I'm anxious to. But you can also hit her up on her Cash App too at Miss Phins.
Yep.
Miss Phins.
It's everything is Miss Phins. $ Miss Phins.
Gotcha.
MISS. You see my name down here. MISS. Be Italian S. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal if you want to. You don't have to. But.
And just know that. How do I do this?
Yeah, right there.
That it has got a lot of heart, ladies and gentlemen. So you donate to Miss Phins, and you're donating to somebody with a lot of goodness and a lot of heart, and you are definitely helping to improve this show because we all can use as much as we can get. So I appreciate you, Miss Phins. Love you very much. I'll see you in the morning, and let me know if you need anything.
Thank you so much, Culler. See you later.
All righty, bye-bye.
Yep, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our Let's Talk Football League Wide Wednesday with myself every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. and my co-host, Culler. Commentary, ladies and gentlemen. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Please let everybody else know that we are live and we're here for you, honestly. Thank you so much for being here with us. Another great episode. You can always catch me Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. As you can see here, like, share, subscribe. Everybody on Twitter, Twitch, thank you so much for doing this thing. You guys are the best. And as per usual, as per always, I don't know what to tell you guys, but Phins up. Phins up. Bye-bye.